Hey guys, welcome to another review edition here at Gaming Indulgence. Today we're looking at the brand new PS5 controller. Let's get started. Also stay tuned till the end for 3 unknown facts on the new PS5 controller. So, to start off with, it's called a DualSense. It's not called a DualShock anymore, it's called DualSense. So, the reason behind that is, now again, disclaimer, all this information was found in the Sony blog post that was posted on April 7th, 2020. And none of this information is made up, or don't quote me on any of this. So, DualSense, why is it called so? Because primarily this controller looks to capitalize on your senses. We'll cover that in detail in this video. But let's take an overall look at the controller. or rather Sony has given us various iterations of the controller. We've gone from this to this to this to this, and what? How come? Now in my opinion, it does look very futuristic and contemporary. We've had some mixed feelings about the color combination. Bear with me, I do like the color, but we've found some outrageous memes on the web concerning the color color combination and the design. Take a look at some of these. Oh boy, is that gonna protect you against the laser blast? Oh, and this one, oh god, I don't even want to start on that. I don't want to comment on that one. So yeah, I've seen some of the gaming aficionados' feedback, and we've had some mixed reviews in I think it's a week's time period. Here's the thing. The president, Jim Ryan, Sony's entertainment president, so he suggested their idea was to just capitalize on the existing design. That was the PS4 DualShock, and this product that you see here, the DualSense, is an outcome or a direct outcome from the success of the PS4 controller. So some of the, like I said, this controller is going to capitalize on your senses. So let's cover some of the, or rather should I say, 3 major functionalities that have got a positive outlook for this controller. So the first one is a haptic feedback, or rather that's what Sony calls it. So what Sony aims to do with this is actually capitalize on the feedback received from the controller to give the player an immersive gameplay. I'll give you an example. Think of it this way: you're driving your modded F-150 Raptor on a sand dune in the virtual world, of course, and it's going to give you a slow and sluggish feel, as opposed to, let's say, you're flying an F-22 Raptor in let's say, a game such as a flight simulator, which is relatively going to give you a gliding and smoother response. Contrast this to your run-of-the-mill rumble technology, or the motor in the DualShock 4. It is a bit primitive, and I would think that this DualSense haptic feedback is actually gonna make our PS4 beloved PS4 DualShock antiquated. Now the second tech that Sony looks to capitalize on, or rather implement, is adaptive triggers. The most touted functionality of the new controller. This is where the developers can program the resistance of the L2 R2 triggers. You know those, right? We keep using them for a lot of functionality in the gameplay. So they're going to use the L2 R2 triggers in conjunction with the action in the game at that instant. Let me put that in a easier layman's term. You probably have to press the trigger harder to actually lift a gun than actually to shoot it. And I guess with the added bonus of the haptic feedback, you might actually start to feel like a real-life Max Payne. That is great. That seemed to be a little over the top, and I'm going to stop right now. One of the other new features included in the PS5 controller is a built-in microphone. And the other one's going to be, well, not necessarily a new feature, but I guess they probably would improve on it. It's the headphone jack. So, the built-in microphone, yes, boy, ain't that gonna be convenient. It's gonna help us conveniently rage even without your headset. Come to think of it, Sony, you just saved lots of broken headphones. Personally, I can think of lots of mobility, accessibility with the built-in microphone. You know, you can move around a lot. It can be a little more comfortable when you're probably doing voiceovers or commentary on games. Although we're not clear as to whether the headphone jack will be a 3.5mm as we got in the PS4 DualShock. Hopefully it's still a 3.5mm. Personally, that is still open to speculation, and it was not revealed in any of the pictures or the footage that Sony revealed. Another feature that they're going to add, actually convert, is the share button. They're going to convert the share button to a create button. They're going to keep or retain the functionality of the share button, and they're going to be some added features. We still don't know what those are, but Sony has not elaborated on this. We'll just have to wait and see. The images also show us that the controller features a USB Type-C charging. Well, you know what that means, right? Faster charging and less tripping over wires, and hopefully we get a lot more out of a single charge, meaning the battery life is far better, or hopefully, I should say. As far as build is concerned, the PS5 controller is going to be, or rather speculated, to be closer to your DualShock 4, or rather marginally higher. Now the DualShock 4 was around the 210 grams or the 7.4 ounces mark. Cut Sony some slack over there. It is also to be priced around the $70 mark. Don't quote me on that, but it's rumored to be around the $70 mark. So as always, Sony has capitalized on its marketing with all the new technological advancements, and as usual, it's going to be more expensive. What we're actually expecting, or personally I'm expecting, is hopefully the contemporary design and sleek looks actually complement the console itself. I know we've had some mixed reviews with the color combination of the controller. I guess there's some reason behind it being, the two-tone white and black. So I guess the console could also be designed that way. It's hypothetical and it's conjecture, so I don't know. Hopefully it does. Again, guys, we need to remember the exterior design of the controller itself takes into account a lot of things. We need to think from the perspective of a designer. The design has to consider the battery life, all of the former stated features, and lightness. So it's like when you design, let's take the example of Ferrari. I mean, do you think Ferrari designers do the exterior design based upon just the looks, the aesthetics? No. Aerodynamics play a big part in a Ferrari's design. You know, the reduced drag coefficient, etc. That's what designs the exterior. I'm not saying it's the single feature used to design the exterior, but it's one of the pertinent or imperative features. So think of it that way. The designers have to implement all these aspects into the controller and still keep it visually appealing. So think of it that way. I think having considered all that, we can actually reduce the amount of derogatory comments and berating Sony for the design. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of it. Okay, right about now you must be thinking, okay, this guy has been rambling on for minutes now and he hasn't actually addressed the elephant in the room. Well, guess what? I'm getting to it. Yes, there are some amazing features in the DualSense for better gaming experience, but the question is how much of it will be utilized by game developers. Remember, each of these above or former stated features should be used for each individual game, and how the developers are going to implement or capitalize on it is still questionable. Unless they do so, that immersive gameplay experience, that's still very questionable. Only if these are integrated seamlessly into the gameplay will we see, Sony's intended outcome. What do you guys think of that? For example, I mean, if the triggers are given the same amount of force in each game that we play, I mean, the trigger mechanism that Sony has implemented is going to be rendered useless, right? So, rest assured, the controllers will have the unmistakable LED lights besides the touchpad. As we saw the LED lights for the PS4 at the top, right? So in this, it's going to be either on either sides of the touchpad, and then that's probably going to be probably increase the brightness. If you're doing probably a gameplay in the dark, could be a hindrance. I don't know. That's still open to speculation. But hey, there's value for your money. Sony has claimed the unveiling or the release of the controller and the console itself during the holiday of 2020, and there's no particular date that they've revealed, so we can't look forward to anything in the near future. Alright guys, I think that's good with the, or rather good research with the small amount of information that we've had from Sony. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Oh hey guys, this is a gaming channel, alright? Go to check out some amazing walkthroughs and playlists that I have in my channel. Details in the description, and hey, don't forget to subscribe. I need your support, so don't forget to hit that GI globe at the bottom right corner, okay? Oh, and wait, feels like I'm forgetting something. Huh. Man, talk about having a presence of mind. I'm getting too old for this. Anyway. Oh wait, I got it. Here it is. Here's the 3 unknown facts that I promised you guys at the beginning of the video, alright? So, see you in another episode. Take care. Stay safe, alright? Bye-bye.